Hey ladies, today is Sunday, August 16th, 2020, 57 weeks postpartum if we're still doing that, and just counting it down because, oh, I can't say counting it down because there's no end date, but just continually counting, why not? That's 13 months, well, a little past 13 months, 1 week. So I don't know how long I'll be counting like that. I figure, until I stop. So, um, but for anyone who's been on this journey with me, thank you so much. And I promised, well, let me first give you a toddler update. So, Michaela is having a lot of baby tantrums. She loves to walk. She wants to walk. And so if you don't put her down to walk somewhere when she wants to walk, she will get really upset and fight and cry and yeah, baby tantrums, or just tantrums, I guess, because she's a toddler. So I guess these are normal. But let's definitely having a 1 year old for me is a preview, I guess, of what the terrible twos will look like. I guess that's what the terrible twos will look like, unless it's worse, and Lord knows, because if you take something from her she wants, if you do anything, you'll get the crying, sometimes the like, just this craziness. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about a program that I had mentioned before in one of my videos briefly about called, well, I guess it's called Your Baby Can Learn, or you can look up Your Baby Can Read, or um but it's called Your Baby Can Learn, and it's a program developed by a PhD named Dr. Robert Tizer. And I'm going to show you. So this is an English level 1 book that you would get with the program. And you can see up here it says Your Baby Can and Your Baby Can Learn. And it has the doctor's name. And so it's an early language development system. Now, this is their Lift the Flap book. And like I said, this is level 1. They're each level is color coded. There are 5 levels. Level 1 is blue. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about the program. So, I heard about this program when Michaela was 8 months old. Um, and I got it, and I did not start using it until she was about 9 months old. So I don't know if she was 8 months, and I had the program for maybe a week and a half before I started using it. So it wasn't like I had a long time. But I will say the program is not cheap. But you don't have to buy everything the way I did. They do have it on Amazon. I did not buy it from Amazon. I went straight to the company's website. And like I said, if you just Google Your Baby Can Learn, like the actual company website comes up, which I think might be yourbabycanlearn.org or yourbabycanlearn.com. I can list it. I don't think it's on the back of here. It's yourbabycanlearn.com. You probably can't see that, but it is on the back of the book. So, so they actually on the website mention that you can start this program as early as 3 months old. Um, I don't dispute that. I did not start it at 3 months old. I have no idea. There are probably plenty of people who did start it at 3 months old, and I'm assuming that that only makes it better. So the program comes with a lot of things. It's not just this book I keep holding up. So there are videos, there are DVDs, and I'm grabbing them. So there it comes in a multitude of languages. I bought the English, American. Well, you buy English, you get both American English and British English, but on the videos. But I bought American English. I bought French videos. So here's my French set of videos. And I have the English ones, but I don't know if you need me to show you each set of videos. I have not opened any of the videos. I have the, like I said, the American ones. And I have Spanish. And The Spanish are in here. There's also the Spanish program called Speak. But so I have several sets of videos. So I have the Spanish videos, the English videos, and the French videos. Now I bought the full set for both English and Spanish. And then I just bought the videos for French. So, growing up when I was in school, I took French. And so, I wanted her to have that exposure. But, but I think maybe, learning, of course, learning English, which is her first language, and learning Spanish is probably more beneficial in this country. So, those are the languages that I chose. Now you will see that this is not open, and it is not open. I have actually never watched any of the DVDs because we do watch the videos. We watch the videos actually every day, but I do not do the DVDs because I stream it, and which is why I have my laptop in the background, because if I get the chance, I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like. The videos look like. I stream the videos, which when you purchase from the company, they send you a link where you can go and you have access to all the videos that you purchased. Um, I said it comes in a multitude of languages. The program comes, and please check the website because I'm not familiar with all the languages, but I know it comes in like Japanese, it comes in Mandarin, it comes in like I think German, Dutch. There's like, there's a lot of different languages that it comes in. So you can buy as many, you can buy all of them. For me, because I am working from home, I find it a little hard to manage. We're doing three languages, and I find that, is super ambitious on my part. Not that it's not. I mean, because working and trying to do this. Now, to be honest, if I wasn't working from home and I was working in the office, I'd have even less time to go through this program with her. But we do watch the videos every day. So let me back up and tell you more about the program. So I showed you this book several times. So I'm just going to open it, right? So you can see it. And it's a little beat up because we do use it. And so Michaela sometimes grabs it. But you'll see it has like the word eyes. And this is a lift the flap book. So it says eyes. And you're supposed to do your finger from left to right. Um, you know, and as you say the word eyes, you do this at least 4 times. But you also lift the flap. And here you have a picture. And it says, you have some sentences, and then I'm sorry about that. You have sentences, and you also have a picture of eyes. So you can talk to your child and read it. And well, it says the girl has blue eyes. What color are your eyes? And so, sorry, I couldn't read it. I couldn't read it without looking at it. And so, and it's like that on every page. Let me hold it open this way. So the next page, you have nose, and then you lift the flap. In this case, is pointing it down, and then here you see the boys touching his nose, and it has the sentence, the boy's touching his nose, now you touch your nose. Now you can see it's a little ripped here. That it was not that when I got it. It was because, my girl we've been using it, and sometimes she grabs it, and I try to keep it away from her, but she gets so into it, and she'll grab it and want to rip it. Not, but I'm sure she doesn't want to rip it, but she grabs it, and sometimes I have to pull it out. So she's ripped it a little bit here, but it's still fine. But clap, you have the word clap, so you go clap, and say it to your child, and then it shows the pictures of the different kids clapping. The book doesn't look super diverse from the pictures that I showed you. Yeah, this is the world we live in. Things are only but so diverse, right? I mean, I just happen to look at this. Like, this has a little black boy on it. There, you'll come across some different races. There's some Asian and other representation. There's a few black kids throughout here. I know in the videos, but the majority of it is not super diverse. But that's okay. But actually, let me see. When we get to level 3, we're on level 2 right now. There's a little black girl, so I think that's a girl. I'm going to say it's a girl, but but yeah. So it's not horrible. And so right now we're on level 2, And yeah, and this child's somewhat diverse. This is the level 2 book. So this is what we're on now. And similarly, I'll show you where it's smiling, and then you lift the flap and you have the little boy smiling. And so it's like that. There's different words. So if your child likes to be interactive, which Michaela does, lifting the flap is very helpful, and it teaches motor skills. But let me go back to level 1, because if you don't have it, that's where you need to start. And then it's so on the front it says um, early language skills allows your child to see and hear language simultaneously using Dr. Tizzer's fun multisensory learning approach. So what you see on the front, these are some of the words that are in here also: toes, elephant, tiger, dog. And I will say that we've been using it since she was 9 months old. And although she does not say most of these words, she can identify several of them. So toes, she will touch her toes. She learned how to touch her toes from us using this program. She learned where her head is. She's learned to put her arms up. She's learned, well, she knew how to clap beforehand. She knew how to wave. Those are also words that they come through, but she can see it on the screen, and without anyone saying it, she will clap. So that's reading. I mean, she hasn't said the word clap yet, which I hope is only a matter of time, but she is able to identify, and she knows certain words because we have been using this program. So to that extent, I think it works. Every child is different. Your child may be quicker or a little not as quick when it comes to this, but the program is super repetitive. And I know I've only showed, and repetitive sounds horrible, right? But for children, that is what you need. You have to be consistent. You have to be repetitive. And so the program is repetitive in different ways. So you have these books which you would go through. And let me show you. This is why it says a little overwhelming for me to get through everything every day. So we're doing level 2. So I guess technically I should get through both the level 1 and the level 2 books every day. They're not that long. They're thicker. They're thicker than they look, than they actually are, because they have that lift the flap page. So I don't know how many words. I've never counted them, but you go through certain words. I think it's dog and arm. I know it's appearing backwards on the screen. I think it is. So I hope that makes sense to you. But you go through these. These don't take very long to go through, because it's a lot of the pages are double because you lift that flap up. So maybe 10 minutes to go through these 2 books. But this is just English. Now I have the whole kit in Spanish, which means, let me just get them. I gotta find them. Which means I have the books to do in Spanish. So this is the Spanish version of the level 1 book. And so, you open it up and you see ojos, and that is eyes. So like when we had the English book, the first word was eyes, and now in the Spanish book, the first word is eyes. And and then nariz, which is nose. So it's very similar, same words. Well, not Spanish version of the words. And so you go through that, and like I said, going back, sorry. See ojos. And then when you lift the flap, you'll get that same picture of the girl with the blue eyes. So, it teaches your child to see this is the same as eyes when it was in English, and now this is eyes in Spanish. And so I have all levels of the book in Spanish, all 5 levels. And I didn't show you all 5 levels in English, but these are all 5 of the levels in English. Similarly, I have them in Spanish. I do not have the books in French. Well, now I actually do, but I don't have the hard copy versions of these books in French because I did not order the whole French kit. I ordered the whole English kit. I ordered the whole Spanish kit. I only ordered the DVDs, videos for French. But the reason I have them is that the company now allows you to access the books online. And so I can access these books in French online, but it's a little different, right? You can't lift the flap or anything. So there's the DVDs, there's the books. there are the cards. And we haven't done as much with Spanish yet, because honestly, the reason is they, some for some reason did not realize that they neglected to send me, excuse me, they were neglected to send me the entire Spanish kit. And so I just contacted the company probably like a week or 2 weeks ago, because I realized like I'm missing a lot of the Spanish stuff, and they did right away sent it to me, no problems. Like they apparently had a new person doing some shipping and stuff, and so that person did not get it correct, and they sent it to me, not a problem. But we did not have most of the Spanish stuff for up until recently, even though I started the program for 9 months. I mean, when she was 9 months. But we've been watching the DVDs, and I did have access to all of that. And to be honest, that's the bulk of what I do, is the DVDs. I try to go through these books with her every day, but I don't get through all. I mean, I get through at least one, but I don't get through all these books every day. But the repetition is very important. Like right now, I'm doing level 2, so she should be looking at level 1 and 2 books. She doesn't have to look at level 1 book every day. You focus on level 2, but you need to work in level 1, just because you don't want them to really I don't want to say forget, because a lot of the words that they do in level 1 are in level 2 with a lot of new words, but not everything that they do in level 1 is in level 2, so you do want to kind of just constantly reinforce that. But in addition to though that, you have let me show you. You have these shape bias cards. So I'm showing them to you, and from now on, I'm just going to show you everything in English and just assume I have it in Spanish also. But you have these shape bias cards, and they have them for every level, and I'm just going to show you what they look like. But with the shape bias cards, well, I'll just show you. So I'm going to show you the level 2 shape bias cards. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. So I've mixed up some of my level 2s. These are the shape bias cards. So they have the words on them 4 times. And so like roll over and hippopotamus is a pretty ambitious word for level 2, but it is there, and they have pretty big words in level 1 as well. But hippopotamus, they have it in 4 times in 4 different colors. And the reason for that is that your child hopefully can identify the word any of these words, hippopotamus, whatever the word is, regardless of the color, regardless of the font. So they show things, even though in this one they all appear to be the same font, they show things in the same color, in the same font. I mean, in different colors, in different fonts over and over again, so that your child doesn't have to just, when they see this word keys or did or whatever, they don't just only notice it because it's not blue in Times New Roman or whatever font this is. So anyway, with the shape bias cards, you can show it to your child like this. So they give you this little cover, like this little black cover, and you can cover up certain words. So you would do it like this, and like, okay, this is did, right? And then you can flip it and say, okay, this is so each time your child hopefully can identify the word, and you go over it with them, of course, pointing from left to right and reinforcing it. Now, another thing to show you, I don't really like the word did. I don't, so let me see. What other word. To show you. So like, let's do kick. So we'll show you kick, and you're looking at it. And I'm sorry, I'm reading these things backwards, so it's kind of throwing me off because I'm looking at the screen. And I hope it's clear to you. But kick, yeah, I'm calling this did and it's bid because I'm seeing D's and not B's. But so, duh, But anyway, so kick, and then when you turn it over, it says the girl is doing a kick. So, and you see that. So you have the sentence to kind of reinforce the word. Never do it backwards. Don't do it in a mirror, which is what I'm doing essentially. Um, but each card has, if you turn it over, has some sort of sentence that talks about whatever the word is on the front. And again, here's a little black child, and this is for eating. So and then you turn it over. So you use these shape bias cards to kind of show the different shapes and different things to the child. So it says, what is shape bias? Babies need to learn that the shapes of objects provide more information about their function than their color, texture, size, or material. Once babies learn the shape bias, then they use shape information more when learning new words. Why does it matter? The shape bias is a concept babies need to learn before they can recognize things in the world efficiently. Once children know the shape bias, they can learn new words more quickly. Why are the words repeated? Just as there is a generalizable shape for objects such as chairs, there is generalizable shape for words. Seeing those same words in different fonts, in different colors, and with different backgrounds can help children learn a shape bias. So yeah, as you go through their stack of shape bias cards, you will notice that some of the words are repeated and just with different colors. And sometimes different fonts, and as they said, different. So that is oh, here's another little black baby. And yeah, it's quite a few little black babies on here. So um yeah, so you get to see there is some diversity in the pictures if that's something you're concerned about. um Usually that's something I really focus on, diversity, but I purchased this program not really knowing how diverse it was going to be, because I thought the fact of her learning these things was more important than yeah, it's one of the few times where I'm like, okay, I don't care about diversity as much. But like I said, there's they're color coded so you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but like you have green, the green trim, you have um, the red trim. So different colors, different are different levels. So there's that. So then there's also these lift the flap language cards. And again, like I said, just assume I have everything in Spanish now, because I believe somewhere in this stack, I have a whole bunch of stuff around me for this program. So these are designed to help children learn their first written words and the meaning of these words. So, and then level 3 is intended to help your child learn phrases, and level 4 is created to help your child form higher level categories. So let me just show you. And then at level 5 they start rhyming. But let me show you more of these lift the flap cards. Again, I'm going to show you level 2 since that's what we're working on. And hair, since I have my natural hair out today. So these are the lift the flap cards. And so again, you go from left to right, pointing at the card, saying the word to your child. Make sure this actually is hair and I'm not reading it backwards. It is hair. And then you open it, and then again it has it. And here you can see clearly it's in different fonts and in different shades. And then you see the girl, and then it just says hair grows from skin. And this little girl is brushing her hair. And so you have that, and so it shows the child an image. Then there's also the back though, and then it says point to each child's hair, and you see there's different children, so a good representation and different types of hair, and they're all there, and so you can show your child that. So these are lift the flap cards. You get them in various words. I have a stack here of them. I'm just showing you some for example, but they come in all 5 levels as well. So you have the lift the flap, the lift the flap cards. Then another thing I like is, so like when you get to level 3, It said it was more about phrases. And I'm not on level 3 yet, but I just want to show you. You know, you start seeing more sentences. Like, yeah, and then you have open your mouth. And then when you open, you know, you have the phrases. You have the little boy, black boy with his mouth open. And then, you know, again, on the back, you have more pictures. And this one's asking a question. So this, your child is whose mouth is not open. So you actually, you know, it's getting more interactive as they go through the levels. So there's that. So those are those different types of cards. And then here, another one I'm going to show you. And I guess we'll do this in Spanish because this is the first one I picked up. This is level 1. And these are sliding word cards. And this one's pretty easy. It's elephant. And so you just pull it out. Let's see if I can do this with one hand because I am holding my phone. So sorry. I'll pull it out separately. Wait. I don't know why. Okay. It's stuck. I can't get it. We haven't actually used these too much because, like I said, I just got them. So when you first get them, let me do level 1 English. When you first get them, they're like a brand new book. They're kind of stiff where like you can see this one's easier. So eyes, English. So you pull it out and you see this little kid's eyes. And then on the back, you have cats. And then there's also a picture of cats. So Michaela enjoys pulling these out. So that is pretty cool. So again, very repetitive. A lot, you know, you're going to see the same words over and over again, which may get tiring as the parent. Like I know for me, it does get a little where I'm like, oh my God, do we have to do this again? And then, but you know, it's very helpful for her. And I find, you know, that's really what it's about. I mean, I know all these words, right? Well, you would think. And so it's really about that. So, I think, did I go through all the cards? There is another type of card here. I just want to make sure okay. This is another type of card, the teaching cards. And so, lots comes with this kit. These teaching cards, I'm just going to show you what they look like. And again, doing level 2 because that's what we've been doing. But you have like ear and then eating and nap. These are like big flashcards. And no says no, not one. And so, you know, you have rattle and giraffe. So these are just an example of some of the words in level 2. Chimpanzee, you know, it's a pretty big word as well. Crawling, blanket. So okay, that's enough. You get it. So you have a bunch of different words on here, and again, color coded. So levels 1 through 5, and you have cards for each one of those. See, it says anything quickly about it. It says steps 1 through 5, use the teaching cards that match your child's current step to enhance learning. These teaching cards were created to help you cultivate your child's language abilities through play. So you can use all of these. And again, as you go past a level, like once you graduate to level 2, you don't stop with level 1. You just incorporate using level 1 and level 2 together so that you're kind of reinforcing. So those are all the different type of cards you get in the kit. Then I ordered a kit that came with this Discover. And this was apparently I seen on TV. I never saw it on TV, but maybe you have. And Discover starts from ages 1 through 7. So unlike the program I was just showing, I mean, this is another part of the program, but your baby can learn. You start at 3 months, and I don't think there's an end age. There may, I mean, on the okay, here we go. So on here, I just picked up one of the cards. It says for ages 3 months to 8 years old. So you can be like, if you buy this early, especially if you get it for 3 months and you're using it for 8 years, I mean over 8 years, it is well worth the money, right? If you're going to use it, because it's going to constantly, I'm assuming by 8 years old, your child should know all these words and be reading, right? I mean, I don't know. Do children normally read at 8? But the point is, this is supposed to help them do those things, and identify words and learn language at an earlier stage. So the Learn program is for ages 3 months to 8 years old. This Discover program is, and we just started it. She just turned 1, so I figured I'd try to start incorporating it. Is for 1 to 7. And I haven't really done as much with it as I like, because I've been focusing on all those things with the Learn program. And there's a lot to get through, all the different type of cards every day in the video. So quite frankly, we focus on the video. I try to reinforce with different types of cards or the book every day. It's hopefully being as successful as possible with it. But just to show you the Learn books. So they come in categories like colors, and they come with videos. I'm sorry, not to Learn. I said Learn, to Discover. They come with videos. So you have different DVDs, and they have different levels. And so we have started watching the DVDs. So you have colors, you have patterns, you have shapes. Sorry, I'm taking them out of the box. Numbers. What's this? We haven't used this. Okay, prepositions. That's cool. And music. So Michaela loves music, and if you watch some of the other videos, and I mean, this is pretty interesting. This is pretty advanced, because this just says hum this note, and you see the music note. So your child has to know the music note. Now, at some point, maybe we can get there. This is a C. And so, it shows you. So if you're really interested in learning music like that, this program hopefully can help learn how to read music and all. So that's I mean, it's not just that. It's all those other things I showed you as well. But there are DVDs, and there are different levels. So we started with level 1 of the video for Discover. So I've added that into all the stuff she's been doing. And then there's the Read program, and there's 5 volumes of the Read program. We have not started Read yet. Trying to see, what age does Read start with? I'm not sure. It doesn't say on here. We haven't. Oh yeah, it does. Early reading system for ages 5 years and up. So yeah, you don't even start this one until 5. So we haven't started anything with Read yet. And then my last thing is Speak. And this goes back to a lot of the Spanish videos, and it has this also, Speak is for 1 to 7 years old, if you can see that. It has some cards in here as well, but it also has a parent's guide for Speak. That's kind of like a little cheat book to help you learn. If you don't speak Spanish, like I don't, kind of help you. And then it has like those slide out cards that I just showed you for English. It has them, and it also has it says it's 52 game cards. So you have these game cards in here for it. So yeah, that's Speak. We haven't actually gone through it too much, because like I said, I've been so focused on I do the videos. Now the videos that I do now that we're on level 2, I focus on level 2 English videos. and I focus on level 2 Spanish and French videos. I do still, at least once to twice a week, I still show level 1 English video, and once a week I show level 1 Spanish and French videos. The videos are roughly like 20-25 minutes long. Sorry about the noise. 20-25 minutes long, depending on the video. And we do 3 a day. That's pretty ambitious too. But I'm just trying to get through as many as I can get through, because there is a lot to get through in these programs. I mean, I feel like I try to do as many as I can a day, but you probably don't have to do all of these a day. And then very quickly, they have these little cards. You see, I haven't even opened them. These are additional little cards that have the words on them that you can like play with. And they have these little like phonics type cards that you pull out. Let's see if I can do it while I'm talking to you. Pull it out and you see it's poke, and I might not be able to do it. Sorry. There you go. So you poke and, you know, awoke and spoke. So you kind of slide this out, and there's different ones. It's a little tight because we haven't used it a lot, but there's different ones, and you know, it's an H, so it's hump, and you pull it out. Let's see if I can pull it out again. You really need 2 hands to do these things. Sorry. There we go. So, you know, it's clump. That's clump right here. And then there's a G. A G and an R makes it grump, and the H makes it hump. So they're rhyming words and like phonics. So you get a stack of these cards too. Whew, lots of stuff, right? And I think that's everything. Oh, one last thing. You get these little also slide out books, and they're color coded by level, but I guess you could use any of them, but I haven't gotten through all these yet. But you like, you know, you pull out, this is door, and so you pull out, here's a door, it's little, and this particular one's about your home, but there are other categories: bathroom, kitchen, garden, and it just things that are common in those areas, and you just have these and you lift the flap out. I don't know, I showed you a lot. It's a lot, but it's not bad. It's just a lot, and hopefully it's not too overwhelming. I'm going to show you really quickly a little bit of the video, just so you can get an idea of what it's like. Excuse my pump in the background. But this is what the videos look like. So you kind of start, but let me get you through.
Look at the words.
This is...
Can you say clap? Clap. The baby is clapping. Can you clap? Can you say nose?
So this is basically what the videos look like.
Delaney is touching her nose. Now you touch your nose.
This is level 1. That's the level 1 English video. And so just,
Arrows are pointing to the baby's arms.
you know, and what I